There's actually kids bringing their parents to church. We'll have baptism service, and the kids will be pulling their parents over, and it's just a pretty special thing. And on Wednesday nights, because that's when we have OASIS, we'll have kids busing out here.
Lights so bright. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's make this music flow. Let's take it to another level. Let's show the whole world what they all need to know. Christ is alive and he's coming back for yo. This is the sound of a hurricane. Representing God, so representing no other name. The sound that is passing by.
Welcome. I'm Craig Young, and this is the Going Home Show, a place where we look at people, families, ministries, and churches, and see where God is moving through his people. Okay, another week. We are on the road. Show. This is sort of different. We got people. We're talking youth ministry, and these are a bunch of leaders from a little place called OASIS. And hey, what's going on? Hey guys, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. So we're going to talk about youth ministry and just some of the things that are different. One of the things that I think is unique. One of the things that I think is unique is you got a bit of your own language happening here. Is that true, Paul?
Yeah, we have a few words that some people don't understand.
So what's the in sort of language that's happening at OASIS?
I don't know.
YOLO?
YOLO, but that's not. No, we don't have. People get it. It's not something that like we have to change for other people. It's just kind of, it is different though. I think it's more of a North Van language than actually anything else.
Really?
A lot of shortened words.
Yeah, a lot of shortened words.
A lot of abbreviated.
Acronyms.
Like I'm D means like I'm down to do this or something like that, right?
Gotcha.
Stuff like that.
Cool. And so is that important to community, do you think?
No, definitely not the most important. But I don't know, it's fun, and it's ways that we can all, I don't know, like communicate better, and I don't know. It kind of like brings us closer in a way, but not that much closer.
Yeah. Rebecca, you were saying that it's pretty important.
Just kidding.
That's what I'm talking about.
And so when you're like, okay, you know what? I want to be a part of youth ministry. I want to be part of a youth group. Was it what you expected it to be like? I don't know.
No, it wasn't like what I expected. I didn't really know anything about OASIS when I was asked to join, and Laura Smith was like, oh, I heard you're praying about maybe going into youth ministry of some sort, and I was like, yeah, I don't know where, and she asked me to come to OASIS, and I didn't really know what to expect. I went to a different youth group for a few months in grade 12, but yeah, it was definitely a different type of atmosphere, and definitely just a really sweet community when I came here that I wasn't really expecting to see within not just the leaders, but like within the kids. And
so what about it? What about it that was different specifically?
It seemed like everyone was just stoked to be there, and everyone was stoked to see everyone. Like it wasn't like, oh, like your small group stays within your small group. It was like all the leaders knew all the kids, and it's grown since I've been here. Like the first times that I came was like there was a lot of kids, and then it dwindles down a little bit, but like it's always the same. Like even if there's a new person, people are just stoked to like find out who that is, or like, and the new people seem stoked to be there, and it's just pretty awesome.
So Taylor, what's that all about? What's that all about, do you think?
I don't know, like I'm a bit more new to this too. It's only been a couple years for me, but it's since I've started, there's been a real emphasis on the gospel, on who Christ is, and honestly, I think it's just the love of Christ that makes a difference. Like, it's in the leaders, it's in the way that the relationships work, and it's all built on that foundation of the gospel. And yeah, I mean, that's where that joy comes from, and it's contagious. It's infectious, and it's something that's you want to be part of. So.
Getting married. Very cool. And so
We really can't wait. It's really exciting for us. Joking.
And so what does that mean? Like, are you going to continue on with youth when you're married?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what makes it special for you?
I think that it is the relationships that are built and just like building that trust and having more than just like a counselor type of relationship with you. Mm-hmm. And just looking back on my high school experience, if I had like, I did have youth leaders, but if I had more of a relationship with them, I think it would have changed my high school experience.
And in what way? Like,
I think having someone to go to with stuff, and like, it's not just about that too, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a different perspective than like your pastor or whatever, but when you have that like deeper relationship with the leader, I think it's huge. But
and is that something that you try to do with the girls' lives that you're part of?
yeah, it's like, it's not just a Wednesday night thing, it's a weekly thing, and
It's walking life
yeah,
with these kids.
or trying to.
Trying to, yeah. We were talking a little bit about some of the things that are unique, and you have a lot of kids that come to youth group that aren't necessarily church kids. They come from houses where may not be Christian. Talk to us just a little bit about that.
I think that that's a really unique part, like you said, about OASIS as a place for these kids to come and feel just an acceptance and hear things that maybe they aren't allowed to talk about or just don't talk about in their families or in other environments. And I think that that's something that I'm really passionate about, and I really like engaging with kids in that way, just kind of sparking new conversations that maybe they haven't had or they have misconceptions about because they haven't grown up in an environment where that gets talked about all the time.
Mm-hmm. And so you can relate to just coming alongside these kids based on your life as well?
Yeah, like I come from a family who's super supportive and loving, but I didn't grow up in the church. I didn't grow up with a family who follows Jesus, and yeah, so that's an area where I can relate to the kids, and I think it offers me a unique kind of way to talk to them almost, because I can come at them from a level that I understand where they're at, of maybe feeling like they don't have it all together, like they think that they should, or don't have the answers to things when maybe other kids do. And I've been in that place, I often still am in that place of people being like, you know this story? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I think that, yeah.
And you're talking about just Bible stories? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Certain Bible stories, just like things that I guess you learn growing up in the church and become like another language when kids who haven't grown up in the church just don't know.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a big commitment to be a youth leader, and it's not always easy, and there's some struggles in it, but I saw some special things in OASIS, and
So what were those things?
I think OASIS has a couple really good things about it. I think at OASIS we don't try to hide God, which is really special, and I think a lot of youth groups try to do that. They kind of tippy-toe around the subject sometimes to bring people in, but I think at OASIS we do the opposite. We like have open worship, and we do a talk every day, and we have small group, and it's all Jesus focused.
And what are some of the other things that that make OASIS unique, your youth group unique, do you think?
People just, they love to be in this community, I feel. And it's not like we have anything that's special. It's not like we have amazing programs. We play these amazing games. We basically, we play a lot of indoor soccer with these fun balls, and people just love everything about it. They love being in community together. It doesn't matter what we do. We could have nothing else for them. They just love being in community and love being with the Spirit and learning about God and worshiping God together.
What is that community piece, do you think, that makes kids wanting to come out and wanting to be a part of it?
Yeah, it'd have to be just God purely working through us. I mean, everyone may not see that. We're just a family that's together, and I think some people don't know why that we're so close or why that we have so much fun together, but I think that's the intriguing part about it, is that we're just led by something greater than us. That we're not just a community group, but we're a group here to serve God.
Awesome.
I think one of the really special things with OASIS is that maybe not all the kids' parents are from a Christian background, and that a lot of the kids are actually coming
because they want to.
Because they want to grow, they want to learn, and they want to know more about God and about how He feels for them, and just so they can kind of grow in their relationship with Him.
And that's kind of, I think, for a lot of youth pastors and youth leaders thinking that, better phone the parents and ask the parents to bring the, I mean, there's something unique that's happening in your community.
There's actually kids bringing their parents to church. We'll have baptism service, and the kids will be pulling their parents over, and it's just a pretty special thing. And on Wednesday nights, because that's when we have OASIS, we'll have kids busing out here or walking out here if they live close enough. But it's really cool to see how passionate these kids are to get here and to learn, and I guess to walk with the youth leaders and in learning and just learning, I guess, who God is to them, kind of.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, one thing before you wrap, I was going to say about the youth leaders is that, like, most of the youth leaders were saved through camp and through youth ministry, which I feel is like a big thing, because now we get the opportunity to share the love that was once spread on us by Christ through other people, to do that onto youth now too. And that, like I know I can speak for the youth leaders, but that pumps us up. Honestly. Yeah, that gets us excited. So.
What are some of the things that happened up at camp?
Up at camp, I just really felt belonging, a sense of belonging. The community there just really accepted me and just knowing from what kind of past I was coming from, and they just let me right into their group, and I just felt comfortable, felt like I could just share a lot more my life with these guys, and yeah.
And it was through that actually brought you back into youth ministry as a leader.
Yeah, that's after that summer I just heard about OASIS and came here.
And why did you want to be a youth leader? Why did you want to be part of a youth group?
I wanted to just let kids know that I was in the exact same place, just feeling that church wasn't a cool thing, and yeah, I just wanted to be able to come alongside kids who are going through that same struggle and just show them that, yeah, just accepting Christ is not it's a common thing, and it's actually not, I don't know.
I think I know what you're saying. I think there's this idea that being a Christian, like in high school and all that sort of stuff, there's people that need it. There's people that are, insecure, they need youth group. But the cool people kind of, stay away from that. Mm-hmm. Looking at the group that is part of your youth group, there's a lot of confident kids. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people, yeah, kids go through tough stuff, but there's a lot of confident kids part of the youth group, right?
Yeah, yeah. The kids that come, yeah, we have a wide variety. Some remind me of myself when I was in high school, except for I wouldn't have been at a youth group in high school. I would have been standing on the outside, just, saying I'm not a part of that kind of stuff, even denying chances to go to youth group. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of these kids are coming from just big groups of friends at school. They fit in at school, and yeah, it's an uncomfortable thing to say, like, that you go to a Christian youth group on Wednesday nights, and that's why I actually didn't even go when I was in high school. So yeah, it encourages me to see the youth actually standing up for what they believe in, and just for the coming to this place on Wednesday nights and sharing that with their friends.
And can you think of any other challenges maybe that would be important for someone to listening in about youth ministry and wanting to be a youth leader? What are some of the things that they should be asking themselves maybe?
One of the challenges maybe just be focusing on long term and not just like I'm happy that we have big numbers and everything, but I don't focus on that at all. I just trying to look at what impact can I make on these youth long term, and are they going to be able to be connected with the church and be connected with this community for their life, and that can be very tough because a lot of people will come just because it is a fun community to be in, and a lot of people will come from other churches and stuff like that that maybe don't have a youth group that and their friends come here. So it's just such a big range of people that it's tough to make sure everyone's on the right track. So it's definitely a challenge, but the goal is to try and lead everyone to have a long-term relationship with Christ.
Hey Paul, you got any books?
Yeah, on the bookshelf.
Yo Scott, grab me a Bible.
I don't see any Bibles, but I can get you a Bible.
That's what he just said.
Yeah, I just want a Bible.
No, you're saying it wrong. You're saying Bible, like it's some sort of disease.
I think that, yeah, like I'm learning more and more that knowing your Bible and the truth that is spoken to us through that is of utmost importance. But I think that for these kids, when they are new in their faith, that yeah, there is a lot of, I guess, the Bible's hard to understand if you don't know kind of what you're doing, and relate to them on a level that, yeah, like Jesus doesn't want you just because you can recite this verse and because you know this story, but he wants you because you're you and because you're beautiful and he made you.
Oh.
Hey man, what's up?
Nothing. Just checking Facebook, getting ready for OASIS. What's up with you?
Nothing. Just at the church, getting ready for OASIS.
True.
OASIS! OASIS!
Hey yo, who's that?
Yo, Brandon, pick up the phone.
Oh yeah. Shirley.
OASIS!
Okay, there we have it. A little peek into the world called OASIS, just serving Christ, worshiping our Lord. I have one last question. Trevor, where are you going?
I'm going home.
Lights so bright. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's make this music flow. Let's take it to another level. Let's show the whole world what they all need to know. Christ is alive and he's coming back for you.